Okay, so let's now talk about cover letters. Arguably, this is the most important daw na part ng isang application. Now, for us here in Alpha VA training, uh, we think that every part of your application is important as long as it's needed to be there. But we do see na yung cover letter is an essential part of an application na kailangan pag-practicean natin, especially for newbies and beginners. Okay, so how do we craft a cover letter that gets the client's attention? In the previous video, we talked about the first step into creating an application, and that's really reading and understanding the job ad. Right? So now that you understand the job ad, the first thing is greeting them. Okay, don't call them ma'am, sir. Okay, especially ma'am slash sir. Um, if you read the job ad and you checked out yung profile ng client and you tried to Google search them, then probably meron kang pangalan. Mas maganda kung may pangalan ka. But if not, then you can use hi. Hello there. Okay, so hello there. Yan. And then say something nice. If you found their business online, say something nice about their business. I checked out your website, something like that. Okay? And then let them know right away what they need to know, how you will be an asset for their business. Yun pa lang, sa cover letter mo, sabihin mo na kung ano sa tingin mo yung meron ka na dapat i-hire kanila. Because especially for freelance marketplaces, when a client posts a job ad, masyadong maraming applicants. Okay? So minsan pa nagbabasa sila ng mga application, ng mga cover letter, nagmamadali na sila. So kung sa dulo mo pa sasabihin yan, sa dulo mo pa ipapakita sa kanila kung bakit ikaw yung kailangan nila i-hire, baka hindi nila basahin. Okay? So first few sentences pa lang, first few lines pa lang, let them know right away what they need to know. Okay, so show them how, right? Instead of telling them, I'm a social media manager or I have 10 years experience as a call center agent, show them how you will do the job, how it is to work with you, ano yung gagawin mo, okay? Never, ever just stop with, I have this experience, this number of years, okay? Because that's not going to help you. Always elaborate. So instead of saying that I'm a social media manager, say that I will create social media plan that will get you more likes and engagements. Okay, so even if you try to put yourself in the position of client, who would you hire? Someone who says that he or she is a manager, social media manager, or someone na pinakita sa'yo na gagawang kita ng plan and ang focus ko talaga is to get you more likes and engagements. First off, the second person put an effort into what they really need, what the client really needs, the business really needs, and the second person sounds like they know what they're doing, and it sounds like they're serious and they really want this. Okay, so next is paint them a picture of how you will work for them. So what can they expect from you? Talk about the skills that you will use to be effective. Okay, so are you going to use your communication skills, content writing skills? Do you know how to curate content? Mga ganon. Ano bang plano mo? Anong ilalagay mo doon? Okay? Yung everyday na maasahan nila from you. Okay? How will you work? Are you someone who works efficiently? Are you someone who likes deadlines? Are you someone who focuses on quality? Ganon. Okay, and obviously you have to answer all of the questions. So answer questions if they have requirements like we need you to have this kind of internet setup, kailangan high-speed internet, make sure that you bring it back to them na parang, okay, yeah, I do have a 15 Mbps internet connection, ganyan. And even non-questions. What do I say by non-questions? If you see something important that has a keyword, but it's not really a question, and maybe they're just trying to describe what they're doing. Let's say the job ad says, how we're using Buffer or we're using Hootsuite for our social media posting, ganyan. Okay, you paraphrase. I know how to use Buffer. I know how to use this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, just to reiterate that you know, and if ang pinaka-practical kasi nan is if binanggit mo yung binanggit nila kanina sa job ad nila, they'll think na, talagang binasa mo, inintindi mo talaga. Yun yung parang signal sa kanila. Okay? So even if it's not a question, but if you think it's important, answer that as well. So relevance. When we talk about relevance, it's just, giving them the information na applicable. Okay, that's what relevance is. So add relevant information about you or your previous work. So kung nagawa mo na to before, and then make sure that you only talk about relevant information. So let's say our example is a social media management job position. So if you are maybe a nurse before, maybe that's not something na relevant dun sa client. Or if you want to show you want to talk about yung background mo briefly, you as a person, medyo iiklian mo lang siya. Okay? Not unless yung job ad, yung company, yung business is in the medical field and they need someone, a social media manager, and you happen to be a nurse. Okay? It's something relevant. Then you try to highlight that. Okay? So it's more of really finding out what you have in common and eliminating anything that does not appear to be connected with them. Okay? Now, ito yung next. Even if we talked about relevance and not talking about anything na adding a little spice does not hurt. So don't forget to show your personality. If you find na yung pagkakagawa ng job ad or yung taong kausap mo is someone fun, alam mo yon, o someone really light, maybe you can crack a joke. You can talk something about yourself na interesting or something that you're passionate about, just to show them who you are as a person outside your work. Okay? You can also include something personal. Yun nga, hobby mo, or maybe you're a mom, or very let's say that the business is about cloth diapers and you're a mom and you have kids, and talk about that. It's also very relevant, but you also talked about something about yourself and you show them na, okay, so this is your business and I happen to be passionate about this aspect. Alam mo yun? So add a little spice para yun yung magiging edge mo from other people who will send boring and generic cover letters. And after creating a cover letter, you have to finish with a call to action. Okay, so after mo ginawa yung cover letter mo, the last part is you're thanking them for reading your cover letter and ask them to reply or ask you a question. So you can also invite them for a quick call. Depende dun sa kung ito yung depende kung alam mo talaga yung sinasabi mo tungkol dun sa job ad. Kasi may mga job ad na medyo generic, di ba? Pero kung parang confident ka talaga, then you can actually say na, hey, I'd like to talk to you more about this business, more about the job ad. So feel free to schedule a call with me, and this is really good for direct clients, yung quick call na yan. And yung third is send them to your site if you have a website or a blog, because it's gonna show them na kung ano yung mga nagawa mo before, your body of work, parang portfolio mo na rin, just to show them na marunong ka talaga dun sa ginagawa mo, especially if it's about content, yung mga ganyan. So if you don't have a website, that's fine. And just a quick note, if you're using Upwork or other freelance marketplace platform, check out kung ano yung terms nila in sending people to your website. For Upwork kasi bawal for you to give them a link to your website na they can contact you there. Kasi parang baka mag-direct na lang yung client sa'yo. Parang ganon. So, take care of that as well. And that is how you create a proper cover letter. Now, there's something na lagi kasing inaano natin nakikita namin is that yung cover letters na galing sa ibang tao or ginaya, it doesn't work and you don't know kung gumagana ba talaga. So instead of umasa tayo sa ibang tao in creating the cover letters as a virtual assistant, from day one hanggang sa siguro tumigil ka as a virtual assistant, you'll keep on sending cover letters. You'll keep on sending applications. So ngayon pa lang maganda na matuto na tayo gumawa ng cover letters on our own. Okay? And using the same cover letter, copy-pasted cover letters on freelance marketplaces might even hurt you or pwede ka pang masuspend. Okay, so this is all about cover letters. If you have any questions, please let us know. And good luck in creating cover letters.